Yes, we are go. We are live.
Hello, everyone. My name is Virginia Rivera, and I'm super excited to be here for another one of our sessions when it comes to women economic empowerment. I am really, really excited to be on this magical platform, which is IIU, and I am very honored to be part of the team member. IIU is in 195 countries. We have more than 1,000 educators and more than 5,000 or even more e-learners around the world. Every single day, we have sessions that are important, that are relevant, and that are given by top-notch faculty that are really right now working in the field or they are actually experts in that area. Our founder, Piyush Pandit, is an entrepreneur, but most importantly, he's a social changer. He's a change maker. He truly believes in education being what is going to help us all make it a better world. I'm very, very excited to talk to you today about a topic that I think is so relevant to how we are living today, and that is AI and how it affects women. If you really think about the jobs that women do around the world, you will realize that a lot of it has to be around factories, assembly, and service. The situation with this going forward is that a lot of these positions will be able to be substituted by robots, artificial intelligence. So we need to make sure that our girls and women have access to technology, are privy to everything that has to be digital, but most importantly, are not only the beneficiaries of AI, but will also be the creators, will also be the innovators and the leaders. So I am going to right now go ahead and get my presentation, and I'll be sharing it with you. So why is this topic so important? As you know, for the past 2 months, I have been discussing topics that affect women directly and girls, mostly in the education sector, because this is where IIU really, really brings and really, really shines. As we know, our founder is a true woman empowerment advocate. He truly believes that the other half of the world should participate in equal ways in every aspect. We look to have women participate not only in business, but also in the political and governmental process. Public policy is the way we make sure that every citizen in the world lives better. We need to make sure that women participate in every single one of those. So today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and the future of women. If AI is the future, and that's what everybody is saying, as a matter of fact, ChatGPT opened on the first day, it probably had like 10,000 people. And by 2 days, it was already in the millions. So you know that AI is here to stay. So if AI is the future, gender equity is essential. Digital technologies have permeated virtually every aspect of our life, from the news that we hear first thing in the morning to school homework and connecting with our friends and family. As the world faces many serious challenges, from climate change and poverty to displacement and social injustice, women and girls are key to tackling those issues and shaping future prosperity for all of us. When we talk about artificial intelligence, along with other digital tools, it has the potential to help us address those challenges and open new opportunities. We want to make sure that women and girls can take meaningful action when it comes to AI. We want to make sure that they do not continue to lag behind. We want to make sure that they are leaders and they're leading and then they're innovators in this aspect. How can we keep moving the digital equality needle so that more women can become creators, leaders, and innovators? It is key that we realize, as you can see in this image, that for the longest time, as women, we have been working in agriculture, we have been working in manufacturing, we have been working in assembling or in factories, we have been working in the service industry. A lot of these positions will be substituted by AI. So, where should we be placed? How should we, as girls and women, get ready and be prepared? What this means is that AI systems are critical to women's participation in all sectors of society. The ability to access, use, and shape AI is essential for the future of women and their human rights. And remember, women's rights are human rights. A majority of youth in low and middle income countries are not connected to the internet. These youth are going to be our future. They are going to be where we're going to. They're going to be our new workforce. And if they are not connected, if they don't have digital skills and they don't own right now a device, then we are behind in getting them ready for the future. Adolescent girls and young women are especially disadvantaged. Evidence shows that 9 out of 10 adolescent girls in emerging countries are not connected or they're offline. And what does this mean? It means that if the youth of the world, and I'm talking about people between the ages of 10 to 22, which is considered our actual workforce and our future workforce, if they are not getting educated, they are not being updated, they will not be able to participate then in what AI can bring to us and how it can actually help our lives. So let's talk a little bit about where we stand at this moment. The World Economic Forum in 2021 really reported a global gender gap, and this is their report. 32% of women are now in data and AI roles, only 32%. That is not enough to really help us advocate for what women need when it comes to a future with artificial intelligence. Of the estimated 2.9 billion unconnected, the majority are women and girls. Women are 25% less likely than men to know how to leverage digital technology. So basic use of their mobile device. Women and girls lack access to and participation in science, technology, engineering, and math, what we call the STEM field. And they're 4 times less likely to know how to program, how to even start a computer. So with such a significant gap in education, it's no surprise that women are underrepresented in technology fields, especially artificial intelligence in the workforce. What are those benefits of being AI empowered? And AI empowerment means is that you are up to date, that you understand what the benefits are, that you can actually incorporate it in your daily life. And let me tell you, it's incorporated in all of our lives. Digital innovation can be truly a game changer in our modern world. And there's so much female potential and talent out there that would definitely flip the script. So let's think about the world population. Let me tell you, women, when they're born, are 48%. But once they reach adulthood, become the majority. So we need to make sure that our girls are being educated with the most advanced technology so they can actually be part of what is going to be our future workforce. Over 90% of jobs worldwide today already include a digital component. So only 10% of the jobs available right now are not using a digital component. And most of these jobs will soon require sophisticated digital skills. So we're going to have to update all the time, continuing education. If our government do not make sure to equip girls with digital skills through making it a priority in education, they will not help girls thrive in economies. They will have them set behind. So this is why it is so important to be artificial intelligence empowered. Young innovators are already helping to redraw the future of AI with solutions that are addressing today's most important problems. Women tech founders, women tech leaders, making tailored programs. They're dedicating programs to accelerate access for everyone. And when I say women, it's because we know that if we don't do this, it will not get done. So it's very, very important that we realize that we don't only want to bridge the digital divide, we want to make sure that women and girls are AI. Technology can also be a powerful tool for girls to become activists and lead change in the issues that affect them. So we're going to be talking a little bit about how AI will affect our issues, our situation, and how we can improve our lot in life if we are artificial intelligence. So for better or for worse, AI will shape the future of our world, and we will not only harness its power, but we'll also make sure to protect those that are further behind from potential adverse effects. What does this mean? This means that if we know that girls and women right now are the furthest behind when it comes to education, we need to then protect them from the potential adverse effects that AI can have if they're not participating actively. Let me give you an example. If we are right now filling out questionnaires that are created by AI, remember that artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence. It needs human intelligence to work. So if we don't have female human intelligence actually working and involved in the development of AI, we will never have our issues addressed. And our issues are pretty much very different than other issues. So number one, the barriers to the access and use of digital technologies, including AI, prevent women and girls from accessing the opportunities in education, economy, and society. Moreover, if girls and women are not involved in creating these digital tools and this online content, this is going to exacerbate, make worse the inequalities that already exist. So we need to make sure that these barriers are torn down, that we have access to digital technologies, including AI. Number two, underrepresentation of women and girls in technology industry, including the development of AI systems, only reinforces and amplifies existing gender biases and stereotypes in our society. So in order for us to really work with and eliminate cyber violence, we need to make sure that women and girls are studying, are being educated, and being updated on all the new technologies, including AI, so that they can be protected. This is so important. And we know that discrimination does exist around the world when it comes to AI programming against women. So we need to make sure that as an institution that educates, we speak to the fact that we know that AI is important. We just need to make sure that everybody is participating in it. So let me talk a little bit about what discrimination in AI looks like for women. There are numerous cases of AI systems discriminating based on gender. For example, companies that are using hiring tools that are discriminating against women. And you know what this shows? There's a recent study that shows that the algorithm delivered with the ads promoting STEM jobs showed that women were less likely to be shown the job ad. due to cost effectiveness. So there's a job in STEM that's going out there. The fact that the majority of women in emerging countries still do not have access to digital devices or digital skills, the algorithm changes. And what happens is that they will not be shown these opportunities because there are not enough of us to really attract the algorithm. So it changes and it goes to all of us. So that is one way that discrimination is happening. Another one is word embedding. And word embedding, which is the most important concept in natural language processing, which is NLP. It's widely used by commercial companies, reinforcing gender stereotypes. So word embedding is when you do a commercial, you write an ad or you write a copy for social content. The words that you use that will trigger your brain to work and to pay attention. It's like your own internal algorithm is also not being created by women. So if it's not being created by women, right now there are gender biases that would not let us participate completely to everything that artificial intelligence can bring. What is happening is it's going against us because there are not enough of us participating, then it's just sidetracking us or really using the narrative or the word embedding that our counterpart men are doing in all of this. So we, again, need to make sure that our human rights are protected. And that means making sure that women and girls have access to education that include artificial intelligence systems. So it's no surprise that women are disproportionately affected by AI. Again, it is no surprise that women, we are behind when it comes to AI. We're really being affected. Here's some clues that we can use to fix it. Number one, we need robust legislative and regulatory frameworks capable of holding big tech companies accountable to make sure that women are included. One of the first things that we need to make sure is that our government have legislation and regulation frameworks that are capable of telling the Googles of the world, you need to make sure that you have women working with you. Number two, tech companies need to further commit to addressing hate speech and gendered violence and keeping their platforms safe for everyone. Globally, 38% of women, that is close to 1 in every 4, have experienced online violence. I want you to just one day go and look in Facebook at videos to watch. Pretty much every video there is an assault on women. If we don't report, if we don't make sure that we are looking at all this content, and we're not only looking, but we're creating, it will continue to be violent against women when it comes to all online participation. The design and digital products, including AI-based algorithms and the way they are trained, must be gender equal by design and be guided by digital ethics principle. So digital ethics principle. So we know that ethics, right, has a lot to do with integrity. It's when we do something right and make sure that it's right for everyone, even when nobody's checking up on it. So we need to make sure the more women participate, the more girls are educated, and the more men understand how critical it is that this is safe for everyone to participate. So the design of our digital products, including AI-based algorithms, need to be trained gender equally. Technology should be designed with users and address privacy and security, ensuring that all people, men and women, but especially women and gender-based marginalized populations, to be protected in digital spaces. So gender-based marginalized communities, elderly, children, LGBTQ communities, um, we really need to, and women, we need to really make sure that all of our communities are gender based and that the training is safe for all. And another thing that's very important, and I would say probably one of the most important, is we need more diversity in the tech industry. Big technology companies are making slow but steady, slow progress in increasing women's participation, not only across the career ladder, but also in technical roles. Large global companies, on average, have reached nearly 33% overall female representation and 25% in technical roles. What tells me is that 75% of these technical roles are not happening yet. So we have a lot of work to do still. We are so behind on really bringing this. This is the reason why I continue to bring these topics. The truth is that these first sessions we go over the most elemental or superficial aspects of it. We work with simple jargon or simple language. But the truth is that we want to provoke in you to learn more. And we will be bringing a more advanced series on women empowerment economics, because in order for us to have a sustainable world for everyone, we need to make sure that half of the population of the world is having their human rights respected. So how do we bring AI to women and girls? This is the easy way. What I'm going to read to you today, and we're going to be sharing, are simple steps that we can all take in order to make sure that girls and women at this moment in time are being included in AI systems. But most importantly, let's start with digital skills, bridging the divide, the gender digital gap, and most importantly, having access to internet and devices. So the first thing is design gender responsive digital policy. Contributors called for policymakers, and policymakers are none other than your government officials in the digital field to pay attention to the unique needs of women and girls, valuing their perspective and experiences, and intentionally considering them when designing, implementing, and measuring programs. Number 2, promote access to technology and skill. Lack of access to technology was identified as one of the number one challenges for women to fully benefit from AI and the digital transformation. So I have to invite you that if you have access to computers, if you have access to classrooms, schools, teachers, information, start sharing that, making sure that all girls and women have access. And it could be the simplest of education. The important thing is that they have access. Number 3, challenge gender preconceptions and cultural norms. Dispelling gender stereotypes and cultural norms that hold girls back is crucial. Those that think that girls are not smart enough to work with computers, that it is dangerous for girls to have their own phone, it is dangerous for girls and women to have access to internet. These are stereotypes and these are gender biases. We have demonstrated time and time again that this does not make a woman less of a woman or less of a good person. So it's really important that we start eliminating from our traditions everything that limits women's access to living a better life and having their human rights respected. Steps to bringing AI to women. Fight cyber violence against women and girls. Online violence affects women and girls disproportionately. I want you to really do a little scan on your phone and see every reel and every video that is shared. 90% is violence against them. So it's our time to start reporting and taking action in this respect. Use local languages and online learning materials. Again and again, we want to bring access to girls and women, but we need to make sure that we are also doing it in their local language, not only in English. Not everybody speaks English. So even if it's part of it, we need to make sure that we're explaining it in their language so they don't stay behind. Bring more women into the technology sector. I said that before, and I can't say it enough. A strong emphasis was given to the importance of bringing more women into the technology, science, math, engineering, agriculture area. And agriculture goes more than just picking the fruit and the harvest. Agriculture is really working in how to be better at harvesting, how to take care of our soil, how to address climate change issues when it comes to agriculture. We need to make sure that our girls are in science, are in math, are in engineering, they're really learning in order to really participate. Organizations around the world, like my organization and like IIU. My organization is an organization that helps women entrepreneurs start their businesses. And IIU, what's looking for it being the largest virtual educational platform in the world, is to bring you state of the art, the most advanced technology driven education with the best faculty. We need to make sure that this is, I know IIU's mission is that it's in everybody's and everybody's device, that every woman has access to great, really relevant, important education. Advocating for diversity in the workplace, supporting policies that encourage work-life balance, and tackling concerns such as wage parity and discrimination are all examples of how we can help women become part of the tech industry or any other organization. But we need to be vigilant, making sure that their rights are respected. So bottom line, what we've addressed today is that we need more women in artificial intelligence. We need more women. We need more women participating in STEM. I don't want you to be afraid when you hear about AI. I don't want you to think that you are not capable or that you are not ready. The truth of the matter is that we're all going to be ready and we're all going to be capable. Statistics show once and once again that we are lagging behind, but we are moving slowly, but we're moving. 33% of representation in tech companies is already there. We just need to continue bringing it in. Only 25% are in the technical roles. So 75% of us are still not allowed to be in technical positions, really carrying out being innovators, creators. And I have to say that one of the things that I love and that I really respect the most about the institution that we represent, International Internship University, is the fact that we want to make sure that education is equal for all, that the access to quality education is equal to women and to men, always. We want to make sure also that it is the latest in anything that's happening. In many of the universities around the world, we have theory mostly, but we want to make sure that here in IIU, what you get is the latest in technology and the latest in knowledge. So from all of us here in IIU and from our founder, Piyush Pandit, we want to say thank you for being here with us. Thank you for trusting us. And most importantly, realizing that IIU was created for you in mind. It is definitely transforming education. It's actually the revolution in education. And we want to make sure that you are part of it. So thank you again for being here with me today. And make sure that you use your device, you learn more, and you feel comfortable talking about everything that's digital and everything that is AI systems. Thanks again and see you very soon.